a part of book which I liked. And the book is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. The reason I'm going to read you that part, because it helped me understand what personal legend is. I'll give you a little bit of background, the scene where the book is when I start reading. So it is a story of a boy who happens to be a shepherd. He became a shepherd because he wanted to travel from city to city. And then one of the cities, these are the things that you need to remember. So one of the cities, he travels, there is a girl he likes. And then he goes to a city. He's sitting on a bench and reading his favorite book. At that same time, an old man comes, sits right next to him, and started to strike up a conversation, which he didn't like, because he wanted to concentrate on the book. So this is the scene, and this boy is trying to discover his personal legend. Said the old man, looking at all sides of book as it was some strange object. This is an important book, and it's really irritating. The boy was shocked. The old man knew how to read and already read the book. And if the book was irritating, the boy still had the time to change it. It's a book that says the same thing almost all the other books in the world say, continued the old man. This drives people's inability to choose their own personal legend. And it ends up saying the same thing everyone believes, the world's greatest lie. What's the world's greatest lie? The boy asked, completely surprised. It's this: at a certain point in our lives, we lose control of what's happening to us. And our lives become controlled by fate. That's the world's greatest lie. That never happened to me, the boy said. He wanted me to become a priest, but I decided to become a shepherd. Much better, the old man said, because you really like to travel. Now, during the conversation, the boy discovers the man sitting right next to him is a king of Salem. I am the king of Salem, the old man had said. Why would the king be talking with a shepherd? The boy asked, and aged and embarrassed. For several reasons. But let's say that the most important is that you have succeeded to discover your personal legend. Why didn't know what a personal legend was? It's what you have always wanted to accomplish. Everyone, when you are young, knows what their personal legend is. They are not afraid to dream and to yearn for everything they would like to see happen to them in their lives. But as time passes, a mysterious force begins to convince them that it will be impossible for them to realize their personal legend. None of what the old man was saying made much sense to the boy. But he wanted to know what that mysterious force was. The merchant's daughter would be impressed when he told her about that. It's a force that appears to be negative, but actually show you how to realize your personal legend. It prepares your spirit and your will, because there is one great truth on this planet. Whoever you are, or whatever it is that you do, when you really want something, it's because that desire originated in the soul of the universe, It's your mission on earth. Even when all you want to do is travel or marry a daughter of a textile merchant. Yes, even search for treasure. The soul of the world is nourished by people's happiness and also by unhappiness, envy, and jealousy. To realize one's destiny, it's a person's only real obligation. All things are one. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. The boy and the old man were silent for a while, observing the plaza and the town people. It was the old man who spoke first. Why do you tend a flock of sheep? Because I like to travel. The old man pointed to a baker standing in his shop window to one corner of the plaza. When he was a child, that man wanted to travel too. But he decided first to buy his bakery and put some money aside when an old man is going to spend a month in Africa. He never realized that people are capable at any time in their lives of doing what they dream of. He should have decided to become a shepherd, the boy said. Well, he thought about that, the old man said. The bakers are more important people than shepherds. Bakers have homes, while shepherds sleep out in the open. Parents would rather see their children marry bakers than shepherds. The boy felt a pang in his heart, thinking about the merchant's daughter. There was surely a baker in her town. The old man continued. In the long run, what people think about shepherds and bakers becomes more important to them than their own personal legends. The old man left the book and fell to reading a page he came to. The boy waited and then interrupted the old man just as he himself had been interrupted. Why are you telling me all this? Because you are trying to realize your personal legend, and you are at the point where you are about to give it all up. And that's when you always appear on the scene. No, not always in this way, but I always appear in one form or another. Sometimes appear in the form of a solution or a good idea. At other times, at a crucial moment, I make it easier for things to happen. There are other things I do too, but most of the time people don't realize I have done them. The old man related that a week before, he had been forced to appear before a miner and had taken a form of a stone. The miner had abandoned everything to go mining for emeralds. For 5 years he had been working a certain river and had examined hundreds of thousands of stones looking for an emerald. The miner was about to give it all up, right at the point when, if he were to examine just one more stone, he would find his emerald. Since the miner had sacrificed everything to his personal legend, the old man decided to become involved. He transformed himself into a stone that rolled up to the miner's foot. The miner, with all the anger, frustration of his fruitless 5 years, picked up the stone and threw it aside. But he had thrown it with such a force that it broke the stone it fell upon. And there, embedded in the broken stone, was the most beautiful emerald in the world. People learn early in their lives what is their reason for being, said the old man, with a certain bitterness. Maybe that's why they give up on it so early too, but that's the way it is. I want you to read this book and find out that the shepherd, the young boy, really found his personal legend. Thank you.
30 seconds for feedback. While we have the feedback.